seat. Please, please.
Doing a film like Renfield is no small feat. We're doing a lot of blood, a lot of gore.
You know, I think Chris's taste is more violent than mine, but then again, he's doing this in a comedic way, so it's like an uber violence that goes to such a zone where you can't help but be shocked.
I mean, you know, it's a horror action movie, and that's something that Chris McKay really wanted to lean into.
I've come off a lot of movies where we work a lot with like green screen and things like that, but then on this one, the things that you think would maybe be green screen or special effects are just practical.
It's amazing to be around people that are at the top of their game. It's been awesome to watch all of it and be a part of it.
We had a great team at Tinsley Studio working effortlessly on putting the sculptures and the molds together. And then we had another team in New Orleans here bringing it to life on camera.
Christian Tinsley's built arms that can be ripped off and spurt blood, which is really, I think it's really fun.
You literally just see decapitated arms. They're like, be careful, this one's still wet, and it's like, that's so disgusting.
We ended up installing the blood rig into the arms that Renfield would be holding. With very little movement and pressure, the air pushes through the arms, so you get this glorious splash of blood everywhere.
I'm about to rip these arms off. Just a typical Tuesday.
Ready, and 3, 2, 1, go! Guys, try not to walk through the blood, please. Let's get everybody in here, clean up on aisle 1.
Watching that apartment fight on set, there is some fun you can have, like when the guy gets his face ripped off. Let's see that, you know, with huge gushes of blood spraying out.
Renfield rips his face off, blood pours down the top of this, and he screams.
3, 2, 1, go!
As much blood was used in this movie as there was water to make Titanic.
In this film, there is Dracula blood, and then there are victim bloods. Victim bloods tend to be more in the red tones, and Dracula blood tends to be darker, a little bit more syrupy. In testing, what we did is we place about 20 different shades of blood in front of a camera, and we see which colors actually work. We ended up picking 2 colors, one for Dracula and one for the victims, and that's what we went with.
Oh, shit! There's something like kung fu hustly about the way that this movie looks at the kind of the destruction of the human body.
Punching heads off a lot of the time in movies, that would be a digital effect, but Christian Tinsley's special effects makeup branch have done an incredible job of making all that stuff practical.
What we did is we built a body that has a blood cannon up through the center of it that ends at the neck where the head gets severed. Upon impact, the blood pump blows about 2 gallons of blood into the air.
The head's gonna get pulled off straight through that window, and a good amount of blood's gonna fly out the top of his neck.
10 billion gallons of blood come shooting out, and we just stand back and watch the excitement.
3, 2, 1, go!
When I see how hard people work to provide the illusion of the gore, it's magic.
It's quite a treat seeing my own head get knocked off, seeing exactly how far my head can go.
There you go.
We also have this wonderfully gory effect. Dracula disappears into the priest, and of course there's only one place to go if Dracula's inside your body. To make this happen, we started by scanning the priest with his wardrobe, creating a series of molds that we could create these hollow shells of the priest. We filled the priest with about 10 gallons of blood. The special effects team lines the inside with det cord, which blows up and expands, and then drop little explosives into the bags of blood within. So you're getting this explosion concussion effect. And then, of course, visual effects will make it seamless between the live action and the explosion, giving this wonderful, wonderful bloody mess.
3, 2, 1, go!
It's always fun to do those types of effects in front of a crew because most of them haven't seen all the testing leading up to it. And so you get this wonderful moment where there's blood everywhere. And it's always great when the effect goes off as planned.
Christian Tinsley, I've really loved seeing how he's embracing the humor and the absurdity of what's going on in this film.
He's bringing this aspect of just like anything goes. I think this is definitely an anything goes movie.
This is his business, and he's been a pleasure to work with.